Fancol, Less is More presents Skyfall.
New, the black caffeine shampoo from Germany. Alpecin Tuning Shampoo. The dark color pigments preserve the dark color of your hair. The caffeine protects the hair roots and prevents hair loss. Alpecin Tuning Shampoo. German engineering for your hair.
愛錫屋企人，梗係要有個舒服嘅家啦。JEE 金瑞典就幫到你啦。
佢最新嘅專利產品有登天花抽氣扇，首創節能照明2合1，又靜風力又強勁，安裝好簡單，保持室內空氣流通話咁易。另一強效產品 UV 管抽蚊機，捕蚊能力特強，大大減少俾蚊傳播病菌嘅機會，
保障屋企人嘅健康。JEE 金瑞典俾你喺屋企嘆世界。
Absolute destruction, not a building left standing.
They didn't have enough coroners to come pick up the body.
Disasters that have changed the world.
Other diseases may have killed more people, but none so swiftly.
Monday, Top 10 Natural Disasters at 9:30 on Pearl. The time now is 7:46. The time check was brought to you by Seiko.
Welcome back. Discontent continues after a dog was killed by a train at Fanling Station on the East Rail. The public apology issued by the MTR Corporation has failed to quell the controversy. As Owen Fung reports, a railway workers union is unhappy with the management's apology, while dog lovers condemn the railway company for resuming train services before bringing the dog to safety.
At a press conference today, the Hong Kong Railway Federation Union voiced their dissatisfaction with the MTR Corporation's apology over the incident. The union says the railway company has not investigated the matter thoroughly before issuing the public apology. The union says the apology has increased pressure on frontline staff at stations. It also says some of the criticisms levelled at the staff were unfair.
Our colleagues were trying the best to find the dog in order to resume the normal service, train services. We must express our discontent about the criticism for the incident. We hope it would never happen again.
The union has called for a more rational discussion on the issue to avoid similar incidents from happening in the future. Meanwhile, members of the public continue to blame the MTR Corporation for the death of the dog. The Hong Kong Dog Club Union held a rally at Tamar Park today. Many participants said they were dissatisfied with the railway company for failing to rescue the dog.
Well, I hope if it ever happens again, then make a better decision. That's what I'm looking for. I understand there are safety factors, but I also think that they could and should have saved the dog.
The rally began with a minute of silence. The protesters then marched to the Legislative Council, chanting slogans and condemning the MTR Corporation along the way. Some were overwhelmed with emotion. They submitted a petition to the Transport and Housing Bureau demanding a formal response and investigation from the government. Many protesters brought their dogs along to mourn for the dog killed in the accident. Some also laid flowers and dog biscuit-shaped cushions as tributes.
So we are asking for government to...
Organizer Jackson Fong of the Hong Kong Dog Club Union hopes the government will set up an independent committee to investigate the matter. He added that if the government fails to respond, the club will hold another rally in the future. Owen Fung, TVB News.
8 birds were found dead earlier today near the Yun Po Street Bird Garden. Now, the dead birds were found at the junction of Yun Po Street and Flower Market Road outside the garden where exotic birds are sold. Passers-by reported the dead birds to the police and they'll be tested for bird flu.
A new survey shows that many people in Hong Kong refuse to offer their seats to the elderly. As a result, many elderly people are forced to travel in discomfort. Rachel Chung tells us more.
This old man said many people don't offer seats to him, so he has no choice but to stand. This young man says he's seen people not offering their seats and figures they're tired after work. The government has been encouraging the elderly to get out and about by offering them fair concessions on public transport. Despite this, many still refuse it. The Hong Kong Young Women's Christian Association went to find out why. It interviewed more than 1,000 seniors. Almost 40% said other passengers did not offer them their seats, leaving them standing. This elderly woman said she can't stand for too long because she gets dizzy and can't see properly. She said many young people were glued to their phones and did not even notice her. Even when she asked them for the seats, they would pretend not to hear her. The organization said that some elderly are even spoken to harshly when they ask riders to give up their seats. Ivy Kong, a social worker with the YWCA, said when the elderly stand on public transportation that's jerking back and forth for more than 15 minutes, their legs start to feel weak and go numb. The organisation hopes that more priority seats could be installed on public transportation so as to encourage passengers to give their seats to people in need. Rachel Zhang, TVB News.
All right, Chris, I understand you have an exciting story to start us off in sport.
I do. Some local-ish sports. England's Michael Bisping defeated martial arts veteran Kung Le in the UFC's main event in Macau last night. The fight card also featured the UFC's first women's clash in Asia. Women's MMA has come a long way, thanks in large part to its biggest star, Ronda Rousey. Jameson Wong has the story.